Listen to me. Look, I mean, I don't know how this is going to come out, but I want you to pay attention to what I'm saying, because what I'm about to say to you is the realest thing that I can possibly say to you. Okay? Listen, money has its place. And yes, we live in a capital-based society where money is what you need to obtain the things that you need to obtain in the traditional sense. Okay. Yeah, we can talk about other ways of doing things, but generally speaking, you need money to do things in a capital-based society. That's what it is. But what we don't talk about is the most important currency that there possibly can be and will ever be is time. And you can't let people waste your time. And people are just going to, because of the society that we live in, are going to be natural bullshitters. They're just going, it's just going to come so effortlessly. And bullshitters like to sell something of their own as well. And that is, they want to sell hope. Okay. Hope by itself is some bullshit. That's all that hope is. That's all hope is. And don't let hope fool you. Okay. Now, hope along with something, hope is an additive. Okay. But a lot of people will sell you hope as, okay, let me put it this way. Hope is an appetizer. You're not gonna live on appetizers. You gotta have you gotta have an entree. Okay. You have to have the main dish. And appetizers go great with entrees. But appetizers by themselves is only really a tease to your stomach. Sure, if you eat enough of them, you'll get full. But how nutritious can appetizers be? You need to have something with substance. And hope is nothing wrong with it, but hope is like fertilizer. Well, so is cow manure. And they're both shit. Okay? So you need to, I don't know what you do for a living. I don't know what you do, but there's always a sales transaction happening. Either somebody's selling you or you're selling somebody. And what you need to make sure that you're very, very clear on is, if you are going to be the one that's always sold something, then you are always going to find yourself with a pile of bullshit. Okay? Cow dung. Hope. And hope ain't gonna get it done. I'm gonna give you a case in point. When I deal with one of my customers in insurance, first of all, I had to make a decision that if somebody don't think you're an asshole, then you ain't doing something right. If everybody think that you're this wonderful, pleasant person all the time, then you're just living to appease so many people. If you are cutting edge and to the point, you're going to piss some people off. But you know what? It's not your concern to be worried about if people are pissed off or not. When you are focused in on what you got to do, and you have the ability to cut out the bullshit, then you will take the necessary fertilizer bullshit that you need in order for you to grow, but you won't take an ounce more. You won't take an ounce more. Now, everybody needs a little shit in their life. I got it. But what I'm saying is the unnecessary bullshit. So there's going to be bullshit that you have to deal with, but it should only be the necessary bullshit. And here's a way that you can clear the bullshit in your life. Set the stage. Just like when you pick up a book and it has in the beginning of it the table of contents. A lot of times you will find somebody will say, hey, look, I didn't read the book, but I read this one particular chapter because that was the chapter that I wanted to get to. Well, you know what? By setting the stage, you can get the expectation of who you're dealing with, especially in business. I'll use a case in point. You'll find yourself going through the whole process of selling a particular product and service, and you'll get all the way through it and down to the end. And that person will be like, you know what, let me just kind of think about it, or I haven't made a decision yet, or they won't pick up the phone, or they won't answer your door, or they won't respond to your emails or text messages and stuff like that. You want a life like that? Because how much money does that put into your pocket? And on top of that, how much time did you waste to not get something that you need to obtain, which is the capital? How much did you could have found all of this out early? And you have to use sometimes it's not going to be as clear. You have to use your gut on it, but you're going to have to take the time to set the stage with the table of contents of your business. I tell a customer just like this in insurance. I don't care if I'm selling something small or something large. I don't care what it is. I set the stage. And you know what? There have been times that it rubbed people the wrong way. And I don't care. I don't care. I just choose to look at it like I'm so grateful that this person exited out early, because this person was a prime candidate to waste my time. Then I don't get my time back. If I lose money or I spend money, I can get money again, right? But whatever the day is that you're looking at this video, I can rest assured this day will never happen again. So everything that you can unlock is available today. And it's your job to engage the day so you can unlock what it is that you need to unlock, so you can be and do what it is and have what you're supposed to have to go to the level that you're supposed to go. And this may be the only day that particular item is there and available for you to engage and unlock what you've been waiting to unlock your whole life. So you got to understand that every day brings a new, and you need to be engaged, and you need to be prepared and work hard, diligently, and posture and position yourself so that you can pair up with whatever the blessing comes. See, blessings is like rainwater. You can go out there and you can go out there and you can water your plants, but it's something about that rainwater that makes it grow better. Okay. But nobody knows when the rain's going to come. Certainly the meteorologists don't know when the rain's going to come. Okay. They act like they know, but they'll tell you it's going to rain and it'll be dry as I don't know what all day. And they'll tell you it'll be sunshine and it'll rain all day. So they don't know. They might have ideas or clues, but the bottom line is, if you prepare yourself for the rain that's going to come, that's going to bless what you've planted, you are going to receive the harvest of whatever it is you're trying to get. Now, if the blessings, if rain, which is blessing which is rain, if rain comes down and it rains on your garden and you haven't tilled your fields, you haven't got rid of your weeds, you hadn't planted, you hadn't fertilized, you hadn't gotten it ready, then it doesn't matter. You're going to feel like you're not being blessed, but you are being blessed. It is just anything times nothing is nothing. 1 times 0 is 0. 1,000 times 0 is 0. It doesn't matter what you multiply times 0. 0 multiplied by anything is nothing. And blessings is multiplication of whatever it is that you've been sowing. That's all it is. I don't care whether you believe in what God. I don't care who God. I don't care if you believe in universal law. It doesn't even matter. The law of sowing and reaping is real. And you need to spend your time positioning yourself for your opportunity, your blessing. I tell my customers straight up. I tell them just straight up. I say, listen, I've got something on my computer, and I've got something in my wallet, and it says, hold on, let me get it. It says, time is the most precious thing in the world to me, and so wasting it is not an option. I let people know that. That's the first thing I say. Time is the most precious thing in the world to me. and I'm not going to waste any of it. So the best way I can respect you is to respect your time. And the best way you can respect me is to respect my time. If you show any signs of wasting my time, you don't have respect for me. Because respect is total. It's not partial. It's not 50%, 60%. It's not somebody saying, I'm going to be respectful to you in these areas, but these other areas I'm not going to be respectful. Respect is 100, and 100 is respect. So if you're not giving me total respect, then you don't respect me. And if you totally respect me, you respect all of my time. So you know right away. Now, sometimes in my line of work, sometimes people are just shopping around. That's okay. I'm not going to turn you away because you're shopping around. But I'm going to have a different focus, mindset, and a path for you. If you're just shopping around in my line of work, like insurance, I'm going to tell you right off the bat, that's a bad idea because premiums and everything change. Plans change. No, why would you want to waste your time and my time looking for something? And then you say, all right, let me get back to you on it. And then you actually do get back to me on it and say, hey, let's go ahead and do that. Well, if that's the case and we go to get ready to sign you up and I tell you, oh, well, I know I told you the price was ABC, but the price is A, B, C, D, E, F. What? I can't believe it. You told me that the price was this. Sir, ma'am, I don't have any control over that. So I'm wasting my time defending myself. And then you wasted your time because you didn't make a transaction. Here's what you need to do on whatever you're going to buy. Know how much money you have. Know what you can afford. And if you don't know those things, go regroup. Find out what that is. Then call back or come back. Once you know what you want, once you know how much you can afford, then the next step, very simple. Let's go through the stages. Let's verify the information that you need. And I'm talking about insurance. Let's verify the information that I need to be able to run your quote. Let me make sure that I'm not wasting any dollars for you. I'm going to present something to you once I do that. Once I present something to you, then I'm going to answer all of your questions. You cannot make a decision if you have questions. Why would you go to someone and try to get something from somebody and ask your questions to other people? People get me all the time with that. I'm an insurance agent. That's what I do. That's what I sell. So you're going to come to me as an insurance agent to get insurance. And then you're going to ask your mom, your brother, your sister, your cousin, your aunt, your uncle, your friend about insurance, about what do you think I should do about this insurance. So the questions that you had about the insurance, you need to ask someone else that's not in that field. Well, I value their opinion. So to end all of that, I say, listen, before we even get to that, I say, is there anybody else in the beginning, when I'm setting the stage, the table of contents, is there anybody going to help you make this decision? If the answer is no, I'm going to hold them to it. If the answer is yes, I say, well, let's do this. Let's reschedule a time where we can have them with us so that they can get all of their questions answered. You can get all of your questions answered and you can make an informed decision. If people got a problem with that, they're time wasters. Do whatever you got to do to get out of their space. But if somebody is really trying to do something, then they'll get that person. This is a way you can call them bluff. Once I go over the plan with you, I'm going to answer all of your questions. All right. Now, we cannot move forward on anything unless you feel 100% good about getting the insurance. If you feel 99 or anything less, then we're not going to get the insurance. If I sense that you don't feel confident, I am going to close out the call. You respect that? And that's it. And once I go through that process and I share with them what the deal is, what the plan is, answer all of their questions, I let them know up front, listen, you're going to know once I go over everything if you want to get this or if you don't want to get this. And do not approach me about anything unless it is, and do not approach me about moving forward unless you're positively sure that you want to move forward. And then I get is that all right? We're on the same page? Okay. And then we deal. We go through the process. Now, does that mean every time I go through the process that I make a sale? No. But every time I go through the process, I guarantee you that it's going to be a sale or a closed out file. I am not playing the follow-up game. It does not work. Not on certain things it does work on and certain things it doesn't. But something simplistic, it doesn't work. It really doesn't. Because the only objection that you can't overcome is they don't have money. And if they don't have money, you find out when they will have money. And then you say, hey, look, let's just go ahead and get all the information now so that when that day comes, everything can be completed and ran and we can set it and forget it. They don't want to do that in my line of work. I don't deal with them. You either buying from me today or we're setting up something post-dated. We're not doing follow-ups. I'm just not going to do it with you. I'm not going to email you anything. So take notes when I talk to you. I tell them all that up front. I'm not going to email anything to you because of, the nature of my business. I don't have time to do any emailing to you. So if that's something that is very important to somebody, I got to have that, then that person needs to go and talk to somebody that doesn't value their time. And don't give me this, I would have did business with you. No. All business isn't good business. You got to walk away from some business. I can't tell you how many times I done walked away from somebody that wanted to do something, but they kind of wanted to do things the way they wanted to do it. You want to do things the way you want to do them, that's fine. I'm just the wrong person to work with. If you come into my sales funnel, you're going to follow the steps the way I lay them out, so I don't miss anything. And so I know that you are advisable, if you will. So look, value your time in whatever you do. Whatever you're giving, value your time. You value your time by making it clear to people what to expect with you. What are the expectations? If you lay out the expectations, you're giving them the maximum opportunity to value your time. And then it makes it blatantly clear if they violate your time after having the bar set, then they really don't respect you. Get your you tell people up front. If you do like this or dislike that, it's okay. Please let me know so we can change or eliminate. So you got to value your time, guys. I know this video is longer than I wanted it to be, but I wanted to let you know about that. And if you have any questions with me, you can always reach me at buckeyefinancial123@gmail.com. If you have questions or anything like that, if you'd like to leave comments, go ahead, be my guest. Please take care.